Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really diving headfirst into, well, the world inside your gut. It's this fascinating, complex place that has way more influence than you might think.
Absolutely. It's central to so much of our health.
Exactly. And we're tackling something that comes up all the time, especially, when you're looking at supplements, probiotics, and prebiotics. What is the difference?
It's a really crucial distinction. Sounds simple? Maybe. But understanding it can genuinely unlock some significant health improvements.
Right. And get this, Americans spend over $4 billion a year
Mm,
on probiotic supplements.
wow. 4 billion.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a massive investment in gut health. But it makes you wonder, right? Are we spending that wisely? Are we actually giving our gut bacteria what they truly need? You might be wondering yourself, am I feeding my gut right? Is there something I'm missing?
That's the core of it, really. So many people focus on adding the good bacteria, the probiotics, which, okay, that's a decent start.
Mm-hmm.
But they often miss the other half of the equation, the fuel. What keeps those bacteria happy and working?
Okay, so to help us navigate all this, we've got insights rounded in research from, top U.S. institutions, including the American Gut Project, that massive study, what was it, over 15,000 microbiome samples?
That's right. A huge data set. And one of the really consistent things that comes out of that kind of large-scale research is just how interdependent these things are. Probiotics are introduced, sure, but their success, how well they stick around and do their job, that heavily depends on prebiotics being there too.
A partnership.
A symbiotic relationship, exactly.
So our mission today is clear. We are going to unpack probiotics and prebiotics, what they are, why you genuinely need both for a healthy gut, and this is the key part, how you can easily get them from like normal everyday foods you find right here in the U.S.
Yep, no need for complicated stuff.
By the end, you'll get the difference and you'll have some real practical ways to nourish your gut better. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Probiotics, what are they exactly?
Okay, so, put simply, probiotics are live microorganisms, mostly bacteria, sometimes yeasts. And when you consume enough of them, they provide a health benefit. Now, I know the word bacteria sometimes sounds, well, bad.
Yeah, it had that negative vibe.
Right. But we need to shift that thinking. These are the good guys living in your gut, the beneficial residents.
Got it. Not all germs are out to get us. So these beneficial microbes,
Yeah.
what are they actually doing down there? It sounds like a busy place.
It is. Think of your gut like a bustling city. Trillions of microbes, thousands of different kinds. Probiotics are like the essential workers in that city. Research, including work out of Harvard Medical School, really highlights their jobs. They help digest food, breaking down stuff we can't.
Okay.
They support our immune system. A huge part of it is right there in the gut. And fascinatingly, they're involved in the gut-brain axis. That connection between your gut and your mood, your thinking.
That gut-brain thing is just wild. What happens in your stomach affecting your head?
It's very real. And these probiotic workers, they also produce essential vitamins for us, like vitamin K, some B vitamins, B12, for instance. Plus, they sort of crowd out or fight off the harmful bacteria, the troublemakers that try to move in. They keep the peace, maintain balance.
Okay, I'm with you. Probiotics is helpful city workers.
Mm-hmm.
So then prebiotics, are they just another type of good bacteria?
That's the most common mix-up. And getting this clear is like half the battle. Prebiotics are not alive. They aren't bacteria or organisms at all.
Okay.
They are the food for the probiotics, specifically the food for the beneficial bacteria already living inside you and the ones you might add.
So not the workers, but the catering service, delivering the energy lunches.
That's a great way to put it, the specialized food delivery service just for the good guys. They're basically types of dietary fiber, but here's the key. They're fibers we can't digest. Our own systems don't have the tools, the enzymes to break them down.
So they pass through us undigested. But the gut bacteria can eat them.
Yeah. Exactly. Research from places like UC Davis has shown this really clearly. When your beneficial bacteria get these prebiotic fibers, they feast on them. And when they eat well, they thrive, they multiply, they become more active, better at doing all those good jobs we talked about.
Like giving them premium fuel.
Precisely. Premium fuel for a high-performance car. Everything just works better. They get energized.
Okay, so it's not like they're competing. It's teamwork.
Absolutely, 100% teamwork. Essential for a truly healthy gut. Think of it like a garden. Probiotics are the plants you want, the flowers, the veggies, the beneficial stuff.
Right.
But you can plant the best seeds in the world if the soil is terrible. they won't grow well, will they?
Makes sense.
Prebiotics are the fertilizer, the rich compost. They make the soil, the gut environment, perfect for those probiotic plants to grow strong and do their thing. Without the fertilizer, the plants struggle. You need both for a flourishing garden, a thriving gut.
The garden analogy really clicks. Okay, this makes so much more sense now. Let's get practical then. Where can we find these things in food? Let's start with the probiotics, the live workers. What common foods, easily found in U.S. supermarkets are packed with them?
Good news is there are plenty of delicious, affordable options. You really don't have to rely only on expensive pills. Let's run through some key ones. First, yogurt, especially Greek yogurt. But, and this is critical, you have to look for, contains live and active cultures on the label.
Ah, okay. Not all yogurts have them.
No. Processing can differ. Brands like Phage, Chobani, lots of store brands too, they're usually reliable. Second, kefir. Think of it as yogurt's more powerful cousin.
Sorry.
It's a fermented milk drink, usually has more diverse types of bacteria than yogurt. Lifeway is a common brand you'll see in the dairy case. Third, fermented veggies. Kimchi, sauerkraut, real pickles. But again, keyword is naturally fermented, not the ones just sitting in vinegar. Those don't have the live cultures. Real fermented ones do.
Right, the ones that are often refrigerated.
Usually, yes. Fourth, kombucha, that fermented tea that's gotten super popular. Brands like GT's, Health-Ade, they're everywhere now.
Yeah, see those all the time.
Fifth, miso. That Japanese fermented soybean paste, great umami flavor, good for soups, dressing.
We'll love miso soups.
And finally, tempeh, another fermented soy product. Great plant-based protein, and it brings probiotics to the table. Good for vegetarians, vegans, really anyone.
Wow, okay. That's a great list. And yeah, most of those are pretty easy to find. So shifting gears, what about the fuel, the prebiotics? Where are they hiding in our grocery carts?
They're hiding in plain sight, probably in foods you already eat regularly. You might be surprised. Think about garlic and onions.
Staples.
Total staples. Flavor powerhouses, right?
Yeah.
Every time you cook with them, you're feeding your good gut bugs. Bananas, especially when they're still a little bit green, they have more resistant starch then, which is a great prebiotic.
Interesting. The greener ones.
Yep. Asparagus, grilled, roasted, whatever, packed with prebiotic fiber. Oats. Your morning oatmeal, overnight oats. Fantastic prebiotic source.
Good old oats.
Apples, especially the skin, that's where the pectin is, another prebiotic fiber, leaks great in soups, stews. And Jerusalem artichokes, sometimes called sunchokes, maybe less common, but becoming easier to find. And they are really potent prebiotic sources, lots of inulin.
It feels like.
Yeah.
It's almost too easy. These are just normal foods.
Huh.
So if we want to get both, like combine them, what are some simple ways to do that day to day?
Yes, let's connect the dots. Making it practical. I often suggest what I call a starter strategy. Super simple for breakfast. Greek yogurt, sliced banana, maybe a little honey. Boom.
Probiotic yogurt, prebiotic banana.
Exactly. Tasty, quick, gets you started right. And honestly, many people tell me they feel a difference pretty quickly with just that simple change. Another easy one, a smoothie. Use kefir as the base. There are your diverse probiotics. Toss in some berries, maybe a tablespoon of oats prebiotics covered.
Nice.
The trick is just to start simple, something you actually like and will do, then maybe branch out later. Add more variety over time.
Okay, so we know what they are, where to get them. Let's dig into the why a bit more.
Yeah.
When they work together, this symbiotic thing you mentioned, what are the real, tangible health benefits we might see?
Right, this is where it gets really compelling, backed by solid research from places like Cleveland Clinic, Mayo Clinic, lots of universities here in the U.S. When you get both working together, the benefits multiply. First big one, better digestion and nutrient absorption.
Okay, how does that work?
Well, the gut bacteria help break down foods, especially fibers that we can't handle alone. But they also produce enzymes that help us absorb more vitamins and minerals from everything else we eat. It's like upgrading your digestive system's efficiency.
Makes sense. More bang for your buck from your food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Second, huge impact on immune function. Did you know around 70% of your immune system is actually located in your gut?
70%. Wow.
Yeah. So a balanced, thriving microbiome fed by prebiotics, populated by probiotics, acts like a really well-trained border patrol or immune army. It helps protect against pathogens. Some research even suggests it might help with things like seasonal allergies, which so many Americans deal with.
Interesting connection to allergies.
It's all linked. We also see benefits for inflammation. Low-grade chronic inflammation is tied to so many health problems. A balanced gut helps keep that inflammation in check systemically.
Okay.
Plus, it strengthens the gut barrier itself. Think of the lining of your gut, like the walls of that city we talked about. Probiotics and prebiotics help keep those walls strong, preventing unwanted stuff from leaking out into the bloodstream, that whole leaky gut concept.
Right, reinforcing the defenses.
Exactly. And then there's the gut-brain axis again, improved mental health. It's not just a feeling. These bacteria produce neurotransmitters, they talk to the brain. Studies link a healthy gut to reduced anxiety, better mood, even sharper thinking.
It really is all connected.
It truly is. And finally, for people struggling with common digestive issues, things like IBS, occasional constipation, bloating, focusing on this combination often brings significant relief. It helps regulate things.
It covers a lot of ground, from digestion to mood to immunity.
Mhm.
Are there specific health conditions where this symbiotic approach seems particularly promising for folks here in the U.S.?
Yes, research is definitely pointing towards specific areas.
Yeah.
For example, after taking antibiotics, which wipe out good bacteria along with the bad. Using probiotics and prebiotics can really help restore that balance faster, minimizing digestive side effects.
Oh, that's a really practical one.
Very common need.
Hmm.
We mentioned seasonal allergies. There's ongoing research there. Also, some interesting, though early, evidence around cholesterol management. Certain bacteria seem to influence how we process cholesterol.
Huh.
For people managing type 2 diabetes, the gut microbiome's role in blood sugar control is a hot area of research, so symbiotics might be a supportive strategy there. Some people with chronic fatigue report feeling better energy-wise when their gut health improves. And even some skin conditions, like eczema, have gut health links. So supporting the gut might help manage those too. But, and this is really, really important,
Yeah.
while all this research is super exciting, if you have a serious or chronic health condition, you must work with your doctor or healthcare provider. Gut health is a powerful piece of the puzzle, absolutely. But it's not a magic cure-all, and it doesn't replace proper medical care.
Absolutely critical point. Part of the picture, not the whole picture.
Precisely.
Okay, this is all incredibly helpful. Let's make it even more concrete. How can people listening, living busy lives in the U.S., easily weave these foods into their meals without it feeling like a huge chore or super expensive?
Right. Sustainability is key. It has to fit into real life. So for breakfast, we hit the yogurt-banana combo. Or the kefir smoothie with berries and flax or oats. Another thought, whole grain toast, slice of avocado, and maybe try miso butter. Just mix a little miso paste into butter, adds amazing flavor and probiotics.
Miso butter. Never heard of that. Sounds intriguing.
It's delicious. For lunch, add kimchi to a salad. Or make sure your dressing has garlic. Maybe a brown rice bowl with tempeh and sautéed onions. Simple, gut-friendly. Soups are great vehicles too. Miso broth base, toss in leeks, asparagus.
Easy additions.
Yeah. Dinner, grilled chicken or fish. Serve it with sauerkraut and maybe some roasted veggies with garlic. Stir fries are perfect. Use tempeh, leeks, lots of garlic and ginger. Even baked salmon with a side of fermented veggies and a sweet potato boom. Balanced plate.
These all sound really doable and tasty, actually. Not like deprivation at all.
Yeah.
For someone just starting out, feeling maybe a little overwhelmed, what are your top, beginner tips?
Okay, top tips. 1, start slow. Don't suddenly dump a ton of fiber or fermented foods into your system. Give your gut time to adjust. A little temporary gas or bloating can happen initially. That's normal, but ease into it.
Good to know it's normal.
2, quality matters. Look for live and active cultures on yogurt. Choose naturally fermented veggies, not the vinegar ones. 3, variety is your friend. Different foods feed different types of good bacteria, so mix it up over time. Don't just eat the same yogurt every single day. 4, timing. Some people feel better taking probiotics with food, some don't notice a difference. Consistency is way more important than exact timing. Just make it part of your routine.
Consistency over perfection.
Exactly. And 5, be patient. It can take a few weeks, maybe 2 to 4 weeks of consistently eating these foods to really notice the benefits. Stick with it.
Makes sense.
Yep.
What about for the super busy people or households with, picky eaters? Any shortcuts or hacks?
Oh, definitely. For busy folks, keep those single-serving Greek yogurts in the work fridge. Easy grab and go. Garlic powder. It's not fresh garlic, but it still has prebiotic properties, and it's super easy to sprinkle on things.
The garlic powder hack.
It works. Keep bananas on the counter. Swap a soda for kombucha sometimes. Use frozen berries in smoothies, just as good. Often cheaper. Always ready. Keep miso paste in the fridge. Adds instant flavor depth and probiotics to soups or sauces.
Great shortcuts. And for the picky eaters?
Start familiar. If they eat plain yogurt, try mixing in just a tiny bit of Greek yogurt. Increase gradually. If kimchi sounds scary, try a very mild sauerkraut mixed into something they already like, maybe mashed potatoes or a casserole. Small steps, introduce flavors slowly, don't make it a battle.
Sneak it in gently. Okay, this has been incredibly insightful, really practical too. As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the single most important thing you want people to walk away with?
The main thing is this: probiotics and prebiotics. They aren't just some wellness trend. They are fundamental to your health. It's backed by solid science, a lot of it done right here in the US. Think of taking care of your gut microbiome as like a core investment in your future health.
An investment.
Yeah. The payoff is better digestion, stronger immunity, more energy, better mood, less inflammation. It's significant. Just remember the simple idea. Probiotics are the workers, prebiotics are the food they need. Together, they're powerful. And you don't need fancy supplements necessarily. Consistent choices with everyday foods you already buy can make a huge difference.
It feels empowering, actually, knowing you can do this with the regular groceries. So for everyone listening, what's one simple, actionable thing they could do, like today or tomorrow?
Okay, here's the challenge. My challenge to you listening. Tomorrow morning, try the Greek yogurt with sliced banana and maybe a drizzle of honey for breakfast. Just try it.
The starter strategy.
Exactly. It's simple, it's delicious, it's fast, it's pretty inexpensive, and it gives you both probiotics and prebiotics right at the start of your day. Then just pay attention. Notice how you feel over the next few days. Digestion, energy, mood, any little shifts. Thousands of people have started this way, and the feedback is often really positive.
A simple first step.
It really is.
Mm.
Remember, your gut health is foundational. Nurture it, and you're paving the way for a healthier, more energetic you.
That's a great challenge, and we'd genuinely love to hear how it goes for people.
Please do. Share your own favorite probiotic, prebiotic combos in the comments if you have them. And if you take the breakfast challenge, definitely report back after a week or so. Let us know what you notice. It helps everyone learn.
Absolutely. And be sure to join us for our next deep dive. We're going to tackle fermented foods versus probiotic supplements. Are they the same? Which is better? Some surprising answers are coming up.
Looking forward to that one. But until then, remember, small changes add up. Big results can come from simple steps. Your healthiest life really can start with your very next meal.